Hi Sagittarius, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Saggies, in today's reading, I'm going to give you a couple of cards from the Oracle. Going to do your reading and then clarify it, okay? So let us get started on your reading, see what's going on. Do take what resonates with you and leave the rest. All right, so let's see what's going on for you. Two cards from this one. Yeah, you guys have been getting this card a lot. Okay, so you have, oh, let me get one from here so I can just go through it all. One for Sagittarius for their highest good spirit. Oh, okay, thank you. All right, so let's begin with this one. It says, the past, and they're saying, and so I listened as my soul told me to let the past go so that I may awaken. Wow. The past. So I feel like you are definitely releasing the past from everything that's been happening. I feel like you're trying really hard to let go, or you will let go of it. It's a matter of really going, reflecting, going within, trying to work on it. Because you also have watching clouds. Watching clouds says lay back, rest, and relax. It's talking about, just being comforted by what you have around you, being comforted by, enjoying a cup of tea or coffee or whatever, and just being by yourself, or just, enjoying life, really, really find that inner peace, because you've been busy, 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 you guys. You also have fellow travelers, supporters all around you, that no matter where you're going or what you're doing, you do have that support around you. You also have many blessings, people that are willing to help you out, strangers that are offering you an olive branch, or just anything, so just know that. I feel like there is abundance here for you also coming through. Very nice. All right, so Sagittarius, do take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Saggies. Saggies, Saggies, Saggies. Here we go. One for the current. This is for Sagittarius spirit for their highest good. This is for Saggies. So you start off with the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands says, don't give up on anything. Keep pushing forward, even if you're tired, okay? Exhausted or tired. Just keep going. It's a matter of being resistant, being persistent and not giving up, okay? Finding your courage, your confidence, even though you've been through a lot. You know that it's not time to give up yet. One for the situation. You have the Seven of Swords. Wow. You're still holding on to some kind of betrayal or something that has happened. I feel like you got to be careful with this, though, because when it shows up in the situation, there could have been something that somebody tried to do to you, like, lying, or, you're still holding on to some kind of feeling that, that's been from the past. I feel like, like, just for an example, just an example, these people just say, these people have done so much to me and I hate them. You're still holding on to that betrayal anger, and it's time to let it go. We'll see more. One for the pastor now. Could also be some kind of jealousy here. Maybe somebody's jealous towards you, or you're jealous towards somebody else, or something like that. I'm not sure. You have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is definitely talking about letting other people help you, really standing your ground, really being, guarding yourself from things. Wow. We'll see more. One is the what's hidden. The Empress. Wow. So the Empress is talking about, nurturing yourself, a loving energy around you, or you being very loving, Excuse me. Oh my God, excuse me. I usually grab my shirt and sneeze into it, but I couldn't because my microphone was on there. So excuse me. So the Empress is about, being very grateful for everything that you have, small things, big things, whatever, putting your energy into something that is going to make you happy also. So, wow. Having a lot of ideas, trying to create the ideas. Also, somebody pregnant around you, or you could be pregnant. something like that. One for the hopes and fears. In your mind a lot. You have the Nine of Swords. You're definitely overthinking about a lot. You know, it's been racing in your mind. You know, maybe you can't sleep. Maybe you're like really overthinking about things. One for the what you need to do now. The Lovers. You know, you could be making a decision about your relationship or just somebody very close to you. I feel like you need to trust the process on things, because there could be some kind of attraction here also. I feel like you know, maybe you're not, maybe for, I don't know who this is for, but maybe nothing's happening and you're just like trying to figure out like why. They're asking you to trust the process on that. Wow. Okay. Communicate, put it out there. One for what you need to work on. The Tower, the changes. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of changes coming through for you with this Tower card. It's in the what you need to work on. Things are changing for you, so just know that. And then the outcome. What is the outcome for Saggies? Wow, huge transformation. We're all going through this huge transformation. My goodness, it's crazy. All right, so let's do this. A lot of things are ending, so get ready. The Queen of Pentacles, you're a resourcer. You know how to make that money. But also, I feel like you need to nurture yourself, okay? Because it's big here. Really take care of yourself, okay? Take the time to stop and take care of yourself and really slow down. They're asking you to slow down, okay, with things. You have the Seven of Pentacles, definitely contemplating about where to put your money at, where making decisions also. What your next move is, really reviewing everything that you've been through, everything that you've done. Then you have the Nine of Cups. They're asking you to really see your accomplishments. Be content with what you have done and what you've created for yourself. You know, I feel like there is some kind of blessing trying to come in, but I feel like you're like needing to be grateful for everything that you have, even if it's big or small or something that you didn't want. Okay, that was a message for somebody. All right, so let's do this. Saggies, do take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Saggies. All right. Why is the Nine of Wands here for Sagittarius? Wow, okay. All right, so you went from the Nine of Wands to the Ten of Wands, so you're very tired. You're very tired. You know, you've been hurt. You've been going through a lot. You know, you're very overwhelmed with a lot because you also have the Ten of Wands here. I feel like you're doing way too much. I feel like you're carrying a lot on your shoulders. And I feel like you really need to start setting boundaries, that you're trying to do this, you're trying to do that all at once. And they're asking you to really see the truth on things and set boundaries, really speak about why, you know, what it is that's on your mind, because I feel like you're very overwhelmed with everything and you're just like needing to stop all this, this is the time for you to start speaking the truth about, hey, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore, or I can't, because it's just overweighing on me. Because the King of Swords is here, and when the King of Swords is here, it's because he says, you know what? I'm a king. I'm bold. I'm courageous. I don't need to be doing all this, to have all this on my shoulders, because I'm a king, and that's you, Saggies. They're saying, you know, hey, it's very overwhelming for you. So really set boundaries, really speak your truth about not wanting to do the things that you're doing, or really seeing your value, like really seeing the truth of everything that's going on in your life. Okay. Wow. Really communicate better. Like really, like, you know, instead of saying, okay, yeah, I'll do it. No, you know, get your point across and say, no, I have a lot on my plate right now. I cannot do it. I can't, you know, start talking, start communicating. That's for somebody. Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords here for the situation? All right. Wow. Okay. All right. All right, so I feel like you are definitely, you know, with the Seven of Swords here, I feel like you got to, for some of you guys, you got to be careful, because I do feel like there could be somebody around you that could be lying to you, or just like, I don't know, talking about you two-faced, or even just being jealous of you. I feel like people are definitely, okay, this is a message for somebody that's coming out. Somebody here is jealous of somebody, okay? Or they're jealous of you. Somebody could be jealous of you, Saggies, because, yes, somebody's jealous of you because they're seeing everything that you're doing. You know, you're prospering, you have a lot of ideas, you're doing things, and I feel like somebody is envy of you. Not like envy, like, oh, they're wow, you know, they're just like they have that jealousy within them, you know, that how they're like, hey, how come that can't be me, or how come that's not me, you know. And I feel like it's somebody very close to you, could be close to you, or just somebody that you know that's watching you. So I feel like that's, you got to be careful with that. I feel like you're gonna move forward, but I feel like you need to take your time when you're moving forward, okay. And I feel like you're moving forward from this. Whoever, whatever betrayal, how you felt you were betrayed, or how you felt that something has happened and it felt like a big fat betrayal. You know, you're moving away from it. But take your time, okay? Try new things is what they're saying. Try new things. There's definitely going to be opportunities around you, financial opportunities for you. And I also feel like you're trying to learn something, something long term. And I feel like, you know, there is a abundance here, but they're asking you to really take your time with everything. Like, try not to rush through things, okay? Wow, very nice. You have the Seven of Wands here, really standing your ground, really guarding yourself. Because I feel like you do know who this person is. I don't know who that was for, but that's for somebody, because I feel like, you know, you've been through so much, Saggies, that you are definitely trying to guard yourself. Like, 'cause you don't want things to happen like that again. But I feel like you need to speak your truth about whatever it is. It is, okay? Standing your guard, standing up for yourself, you know, standing your ground is what they're saying. Wow, okay. And I feel like it's now. You have the Empress card up here for what's hidden, and why is the Empress here? One more card. All right, so you know, the Empress is talking about you know, really enjoying yourself. I mean, really having that happy energy, like wanting to create things, wanting to put your ideas out there, you know, having a lot of ideas, having that nurturing, loving energy within you, appreciating everything, having gratitude for things, and definitely having enough of everything, abundance. You know, I feel like there's abundance coming in for you. I feel like you're gonna know how to handle things, because you are definitely on this new path. You know, you see the green, and you see people like playing their music and dancing and stuff like that. It's a new path, so it's beautiful. You know, you're going down this new cycle here. And I feel like nothing's gonna get to you. Like, nothing is gonna make you feel like, oh, I can't do this. You know, because you can do this. You know, it's not gonna be. You're gonna know how to handle everything. If you see this card, you know, there's a fly right there. He's not even flinching at the card. He's just like, well, whatever. I'm enjoying myself. You know, I have all this food around me, abundance and stuff. And you just really know how to handle yourself with your emotions. And you don't let yourself get riled up with things. Wow. You have the Nine of Swords down here for the hopes and fears. One more card. Okay, so you know, you do have the Nine of Swords here. You've been in your mind a lot about things, you know, especially about money. You've been in your mind about, you know, doing this, doing that. Definitely you are going to be moving forward. I feel like you're overthinking though. Like, you know, you need to get out of your mind about things. But I feel like you're definitely going to be moving forward. And I feel like you're going to have more than enough, that there's going to be generosity around you. And you're going to be generous, you know, giving here and giving there. And if it's not with money, it's going to be with your time or just some words, something like that. But I also feel like you are coming into some kind of abundance, so be ready. So this is nice. Something's coming in for you, so I like that. And, you know, you're going to be very loving, very happy. I like that a lot. Aw. Um, I feel also too, this is a message for somebody on this here. I feel like you're definitely going to be moving forward from a lot, because I feel like there's somebody here that this is a message for someone that I feel like you're contemplating in your mind about how much you have given, whether it's money, whether it's your time, you know, whatever. It's like you put so much time into something, and it's like, you know, you're very disappointed on how it moved, or you're worried about, well, it's not going to work, it's not going to happen, and I feel like you're going to definitely move forward from that, okay? Whoever that was for, okay? You have the Lover's card up there for what you need to do now. One more card. Wow. Definitely going through a huge healing along with this transformation. Really trust the process on things, really listen to how you're feeling and how you're treating yourself, okay? Because I feel like, you are definitely reminiscing about the past, always in your mind about everything that has happened or everything that has been going on. I feel like you need to trust the process, and I feel like you're making choices also, and I feel like it could be towards somebody that you care about and really care about. And I feel like you could also be, there's an attraction here to somebody or something's going on like that, and I feel like you need to communicate with this person or whatever it is, because I feel like you're feeling like you're in your mind about like it's not going right or something like that, and I feel like you need to have communication. I feel like you're going to move forward because you are definitely going through a healing. I feel like you're reminiscing a lot about the past, about people that have passed also, and your childhood memories, but definitely going through this healing and energies and emotions coming up. Really try to let go of that worry though, okay? And just try to go within and relax and find that inner peace. You have the Tower card for what you need to do work on. Wow. You are leaving a lot of stuff behind, Saggies. So you have the Tower card, and there's definitely a lot of changes here. Feel like there's going to be unexpected changes coming in that you didn't even think that you were going to do. But they're asking you to let nothing stop you. You're seeing the truth. You're seeing it in a different way. You're seeing very clearly now. And I feel like, nothing's going to stop you from being who you are, from doing what you want to do. I feel like you need to stop caring so much about what people think or what people are going to say. Who cares? It's not their life. It's your life. You're the one that goes home. You don't have to worry about nobody else and what they think. It's not their time nor their business. Okay. So really be assertive. Okay. Don't let nothing get to you. Don't let nobody stop you from doing what you're wanting to do. I also feel like you have, with the Eight of Cups here, I feel like a lot of you guys are going to go on a spiritual journey. And a lot of you guys are just going on a different path, walking away from a lot of things that were just not meant for you anymore or that have changed. So just know that it's coming through, okay? Very clearly. And you're going to see, because you're noticing a lot of things right now, Saggies. The Death. Why is the Death card here? Wow, look at that. That is beautiful. So definitely going through this huge change. You have the Judgment card and the Death card here. So that just tells me, it's going to take time, but you are going through this huge transformation where you are going to see the sun, my dear. The sun is going to be shining on you. With all these changes that are going on, just go with it because it needs to come in. Try not to hold on to things. Try to go within, try to find your peace, try to meditate, get grounded, whatever it is that you're needing to do, and go through these healings, okay? Because what's going to happen is that you're going to change. Things are going to change, right? You're going to awaken. You're going to see a lot of new things coming in, but it's going to lead you to something so beautiful, so wonderful that you're going to be like, what? Oh my gosh, so trust it. Trust the process, you guys. Wow. All right. So, Saggies, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. God bless.